alive, and then on the side of PRG, White had a tough 0-3 loss earlier, so they're just looking to get a map on the board.
Just trying to find something. And, you know, when you're running with a team like Los Angeles Royal Army, it's not necessarily just a team, it's family, and that's what really matters. Speaking on the Fast and Furious, Uraka and Purify grabbing a couple of kills as they rotate to P2. LARA going to work, up 50 points already on the P2 rotation. Dice trying to get something going. 2IV almost lets them slip past, but Zilly unfortunately getting caught out. Finally punching through on the P2, but you're fighting for limited time on the hill. And now rotating on the P3, Uraka looking set up and looking dangerous.
One player just slides right under him as Uraka is just going to start to control the middle of the map here. Unfortunately, didn't get the spawn. I think it was number 4, Dels, that came in and maybe either took a route or just got gifted, but it doesn't matter. Zilly's there to follow it up. Doesn't matter if he wins the gunfight by an inch or by a mile. Winning is winning, as it's going to be 2IV coming on in 7-2 to begin. Unfortunately, not able to come away with that 5th, but so far, Los Angeles, they've been doing a great job just controlling the pace of this game.
100%. And I want to say 2IV is actually just 24 if my Roman numerals serve me right. But we'll ask them potentially in the post-match interview. Either way, 80-13 and a massive lead for the Lara squad as they get things going. Zilly holding on the hill. Aspect trying to slide it into clear. Check your corners. Check your corners. Missing the shots. Aspect, what are you doing? Dels is able to pick it up, but Aspect unfortunately got caught there on the cam. 3-piece in the feed for Los Angeles, though, as they're up by 70.
I didn't know my grandma was playing the game with those shots like that coming out of Aspect, but he's waiting, and I actually like this. I like this play from him, as he's just sitting in this corner. They have no idea he's transitioned over, and ooh, man, I feel like the reaction time coming in a little bit slow, but either way, his teammates do all the work for him, and they end up having a solid break here on the P4 sub. This is to get yourself right back into the game, Rich. You find yourself down by 60, you get a full hold here, you're within 20 or 15.
Yeah, there is huge potential there, but a 2-piece in the feed gets traded out. Purify able to punch through. Flashy on the outside, and they go down. So Los Angeles able to break through. They do not get that full hold they needed, and Los Angeles is able to retake exceptionally well. Dels with the double. Dels, the dolphin dive back. Please tell me you got something off of that, and I don't think so. But either way, going for the cool shot, cool factor. Doesn't always pay off, but they break yet again, but still find themselves down by 60.
I love a player that's a little bit flashy, you know, no shade to flashy season, but the side of the Royal Army, their players, they are looking for some of those interesting gunfights you're just not going to expect. But Zilly already thinking 2 steps ahead. He's on the flank. Should be able to bust out and take down 1. And this is going to be an early setup for PRG White. They're getting good information. Aspect at least trying to fend off a few more players for the Royal Army. They're starting to overwhelm. They're allowing Purify to find a few shots, but still doing a great job dealing with all the pressure from all angles. PRG White getting a little bit of time here on the P1.
And don't start roasting Aspect too hard. Just picked up the double, trying to keep Hill clear. Purify getting the slide out, trying to check mid, checking all the windows, and got to make sure he watches the flank. Spots a player, goes down though. Unfortunate there. DVS trying to be like the DMV and just clog up this PRG White squad, but unfortunately they go down. Uraka with the 2-piece keeps things clear. But again, Los Angeles Royal Army are maintaining a firm control of this hard point thus far. This P2 rotation is going to be critical though for PRG.
I like what PRG is starting to do here as well. They're starting to just kind of focus on the hill at hand, not necessarily worry about rotations. That can become a detriment later on in this map. You end up losing by about 60 or 70, but they have slowly clawed their way back on into this game. They're within striking distance, and Uraka, though, he takes a good route towards the outer, takes down a player mid-gun too, and now this is going to be a full setup here for the side of Los Angeles, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered up. But Aspect, few good shots from range, and now you have 3 players down in the feed. It's going to be up to Purify. What is he going to do here as he's just trying to control the middle of the map? Maybe thinking about that early rotation or just trying to find any players, not able to do so, as it's been an open hill so far.
Fairly open hill indeed on P2. Purify does get a critical kill on 24, and now trying to purify the hill, get those spawns. Again, a really solid job from PRG. Delst holding on the hill. Aspect, unfortunately, only picking up a few seconds of scrap as Uraka looking like Baraka out of Mortal Kombat, absolutely slaying out at 18, now 19 for 11 on the 4 streak. Uraka with the double, come on.
It's been too easy for Uraka. This man's been finding two pieces, finding the breaks on into the hill. He's being that tip of the spear as he is plunging it deep into the players of PRG White. Oh my goodness. And Purify tries to bash as he thinks one player was sliding on in. Or maybe he was just trying to slide and Dels. Yeah, he just kind of busts through. But still, PRG, this is a fight that we like to see as, a few good shots coming out of Aspect. But they are, again, in a great spot here, Rich, to win the rotation, get a few extra gunfights, and then go on to that P4.
Yeah, but you need to get this P4 rotation. You're still down by about 40. You've cut the gap in half, but still finding a bit of a struggle here to maintain control of the hill. Luckily, you rotate to the P4 early enough, but you're already dealing with some contention from who else but Uraka. Quickly traded out, so you have that solid 3-2 advantage on hill, as Zilly and co try to puncture their way through. 1, 2, Purify and Zilly cleaning house, or at least trying to, and it's Aspect staying alive, but don't call the BGs just yet.
Oh my goodness, as it was a beautiful break coming on in. Royal Army, can they hold this one up? I think it will seal the deal, and oh my goodness, the player just jumps right next to him. They go 1 for 1, but you're still controlling everything in this hill. Nobody's able to make a dent in the armor. Purify's looking left, looking right as he crosses the street, and then he's still going, and the kills are there, as it looks like Los Angeles, they're trying to put this game away.
Trying to purify the soul of Protocol as he continues to slay out on the 5 streak, looking for a late game Hellfire missile. Dels on the opposing side, takes a 28-22 with 56 seconds on the hill. I love to see when a player can be a hill kitten, but showing that the kitten has claws and getting that solid hill time while slaying out. Now cracking into the double century mark, Los Angeles Royal Army trying to put it away on the P1.
Absolutely are, and you have a trophy set up, flashy season, just trying to really pick off a few players that are kind of holding around the hill. Allows 2IV to come through and find one, so you at least stave off the victory for now. And then, unfortunately, Purify, he does it to his own teammate, and that's not what you want to do. It felt like World War II over there. When you had a flamethrower, it just felt like flames were going in and friendly fire, and that's exactly what happened. With that, but still, 8 in a row. He earns a cruise. I mean, it's over. It's over here, Rich.
Absolutely filthy and disgusting plays from Zilly with the milli kills. Absolutely slaying out on the 9 streak. 135 on the docket. Give him the 10. Purify steals it away. I don't know what else Zilly can do, but gonna do it all. Slipping and sliding all over the damn place. 11 streak. Get him to the 12. My goodness. It's just perfectly timed. Zilly Millie going to work with the killie. Come on, 13! 13, baby! Now he goes down finally, but what a run.
Oh, the lucky 13, that's where it will come to an end, but the damage has been done, and it's been dealt in a dramatic fashion. But look at Dels in the kill feed. This man is 33 and 27, and he has been keeping the side of PRG in this game. It's just single-handedly been him. Unfortunately, 2IV, 12 and 27. You just kind of look across the board. The submachine guns just really haven't been able to get pushed up, and it's due to Zilly and his kill feeds. Everybody positive, and you just see guys flying off the top rope as they are trying to come in with that elbow. But Aspect, he's going to be the last remaining member, and that should be it. You should get these last 5 seconds for free.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do get a disconnect on the side of Los Angeles Royal Army, but I think they're going to play it out with the 3-man either way. DVS disconnected, but it don't matter, folks. A solid GG's, and not quite a 100-point club, but let me tell you, this PRG White Squad's got 99 problems, and Los Angeles Royal Army is one of them.
Oh, they are, and Royal Army just showing how good they are as they just marched themselves into that map 1 victory, and it was easy peasy in the feed. And then Zilly, the guy going on 12 at the end of the game, Rich, that was just disrespectful.
13.
13.
Don't you dare mess it up, son.
I
That
can't.
was
You know what?
13 absolutely vicious kills, protecting that PU1 like it was a mother hawk protecting her eggs. Absolutely beautiful plays, beautiful game thus far as we get things started.